guess I'll talk while I'm drying her off. So much you can take care of a hairless dog. But Katie can't hear now, so yeah. She should be right around 14, right around the same age Gypsy was. We think. My two nieces, Nadine and Nicole, are going for a drive one day, and they saw Katie in the middle of the road and thought she was a dead squirrel. And I don't remember why they ended up stopping, but they stopped, and my niece called. I think Nadine's the one who made the call, the younger one. And she's like, we have a situation here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now what? She's like, we found something. Okay, what did we find? She said, we found a puppy. And it's barely, she's barely alive. It's female, she's barely alive. We were driving, blah, blah, blah. Thought she was a dead squirrel. Do you think maybe you could take care of her? And I was like, yeah, go ahead and, bring her by and we'll look. So and they weren't by houses or anything. So they brought her, and she was bad. She's still skinny. She's always been skinny. But I told him, I was like, I don't know. Can't see. I really don't think she's gonna make it, because she was terrible. She was terrible. She was dehydrated. And now she's an old lady. She still wants to play and stuff, but doesn't really enjoy bath time anymore. But so okay, they go ahead and they leave, and I start babying her, trying to get her to eat, trying to get her to drink, And at first, she just doesn't want anything, and it's hot outside. It is terribly hot outside. So, but with the air conditioner on, and her being out in the hot sun and everything, I had to have her in a blanket. So I sat with her, and Dalton was at school at the time. Kindergarten, I think, preschool or kindergarten. He was around 5. And it was time for him to come home. And I didn't want to put her down. I held her from the whole time that the girls brought her in. So, got an itch. So I carried her to the bus stop. And Dalton gets off the bus and he comes towards me and he's like, Mommy, what are you carrying? And it was like, she must have belonged to a little boy or something, or a little kid, because she's always loved kids. She was lead broke. She was pretty much house broke. She's always had accidents, but and she just jumped out of my arms and ran right to Dalton. And yeah, it was like love at first sight. We brought her back in, and I don't remember if she had eaten or drank anything before Dalton, but after he got home, she was eating and drinking, a little bit. And then it came time for his dad to get up and get ready for work, and it was dark in the bedroom, and my daughter had a black dog. What was her name? Coco, I think. It's been so long ago. Anyway, we went and woke him up, and Katie, which she hadn't been named yet, but she ran in the bedroom and jumped on the bed. She was doing much better after Dalton had gotten home. And we think she just, took the wrong road, ran away, something. But she's on the bed, and Dalton's dad thinks it's Coco, right? What is she doing here? How'd she get here? And started telling him the story and everything, and Dalton's like, Dad, can I please keep her? We figured he'd say no, but he said yes, and then we're trying to decide what to name her, and they wanted to name her Sandy Cheeks. Squirrel, you know, get it? Squirrel. And she's red. Well, she's mostly white now, but she was red. And so yeah, they wanted to name her Sandy Cheeks. I'm like, no, come on. Let's give her a cute name. She's sweet, and I don't know, just Katie came to me. Because she kind of looks like a Katie, you know, like a redhead. So finally they're like, okay, let's name her Katie. So we always call her Katydid. Let me comb your tail. She's like, nope. So yeah, that's the story about Katie. And we've had her ever since. She did run away a few times. That's what makes us think that she did run away as a puppy and they just couldn't find her. So, but yeah, look at her. She's so old looking. And my baby girl. She's been really wanting me lately and not Dalton, so. And Stella, everybody knows, well, I don't know if everybody remembers Gypsy, but I bought Gypsy, and I bought her to breed. She had one litter, and then on her second litter, she had a puppy, and the puppy ended up she looks like a little puppy on here, her face does. Anyway, we had sold the puppy, but my daughter got a hold of me and said, Mom, you know, the girl's not taking care of her. She says the puppy's attacking her other dog and taking its food and stuff. And I'm like, you know, that's ridiculous. She wasn't like that when she left. So we took her back. My daughter brought her back. Oh my gosh, she had her wrapped up in a blanket. It was nighttime, summertime again. And she's like, Mom, she's terrible. You are going to be so upset, so pissed when you see her. So we took her inside, took her blanket off, and she was so badly sunburned. The girl had put her outside in an outside kennel with no shade, so she was badly sunburned. It took me and Dalton almost a year to get her back to where her skin was normal. And I didn't think it would ever be, but if I can find pictures, I'll probably put pictures in here of her. Anyway, I think Stella was Ellie, because she ended up having puppies. And Stella's what I wanted when I started breeding. I wanted one with their tongue hanging out. I know everybody says I'm crazy, but I think it's cute, and I love my Stella. I had 2 people offer me $1,000 for her after she was born, and I'm like, nope. And Dalton's dad's like, you are crazy. Nope, she is way worth, you know, to me she's priceless. As soon as she came out, you could see she was still in her sack and her tongue was hanging out, and I was like, that's mine, I'm keeping her. So she will be 12 in April. So yeah, her getting old too. So I've had her ever since the beginning. Yeah, ever since the beginning. Well, I think that's all. Stay beautiful, stay safe, always love yourself, and always remember to tell the ones you love that you love them, because you never know when it's going to be the last time. And give your puppies an extra hug and a kiss. Stella, can you look at the camera? Stella does not like the camera. Look at the camera. Say bye. Give mommy kisses. I love you. Bye, guys.